Hello and welcome back to TYG Talks. It's just the boys in the hot seat today. I'm joined here by Loot
Hello.
and Maiden,
Yeah.
and we've been taking a look at the 15-episode miniseries from Amazon Prime, Secret Level. Spoiler warning for the series, so if you haven't watched it, go watch it and come back. And yeah, we'll be here when you get there. We'll be talking about the first 4 episodes this time. Why don't we kick it off? Maiden, why don't you tell us about the first episode, Dungeons & Dragons, The Queen's Cradle.
So I think, yeah, so what, we're starting off with, a classic little party raid in the night into a bandit camp.
Mm-hmm.
Finding some unfortunate soul kept a prisoner, figuring out they're afflicted, and going on a little quest to rescue them, which ends up with an interesting climactic showdown, which we get cliffhangered on.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was episode 1. Right, what did we think of it? You know, I mean, I thought it's very, very well researched. Extremely well, faithful. Go on, Luke.
I loved it. It was, having seen the D&D movie from a couple years ago, I loved the contrast that was quite a comedy slapstick and this was quite a dark and gritty, but yet also so viscerally realistic in terms of the animation style. And we'll get to that into other episodes, but I loved how this was very lifelike. It wasn't very over the top animated. It was realistic looking.
Yes,
I loved that.
I actually went on the voice actors the IMDb page, and it looks like they based the characters off their looks. So I wonder if they were like, you know, what they call it, motion captured. They actually acted them.
From what I think I've seen, especially with some later episodes that we find, that generally does seem that a lot of the stuff they did use motion captures for the live actions. It seems.
Yeah.
But I mean, one of the things I like this is you can really get the good sense of this is what a DM wants, like how he wants to describe it, how visceral and the detail.
Yeah.
Like, this is a perfect idea of what the DM wants you to imagine.
Yes.
Yeah. And it certainly had every story beat that a typical D&D campaign would have in a 4+ hour session.
Yes.
Condensed into 12 minutes of high-paced action.
Yeah. The plot does move along, but it has to move along, I feel, to condense it into this little slot. And it works. I think it works. You know, it plot rushes on and all that, but all the beats are there. You know, all the beats were there. The mistrust, especially when Solon, the boy, prevents Tally from being hurt while she's casting the spell. You know, that gains her trust and all that. Where she was ready to fry him earlier.
Yep. The only thing it was missing was a shopping episode, but I don't think that anyone would complain that they didn't include that. So
what I did like about it was the unconventional party composition, whereas normally you'd get a thief, a paladin, or something like that. This time it was an unconventional team of like a paladin, I believe a wizard, a druid, and a monk. Hooray for monk representation!
And no elves either. I loved that. Not the cliche dwarf, gnome, elf. They actually had, from what I could see, like a druid half orc, or and I'm not sure what the paladin was.
I'm not sure what they were.
You know, it was nice to see a variety of faces and races.
I mean, I think one of the things that does get me, like when you were saying about the pacing, is bear in mind these episodes. I'm just quickly checking the times and such. You get like 16 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 19. Like, there's never anything above 20 minutes. No. And that's bearing in mind you're losing, let's say, 2 minutes on in the intro, potentially, and about 4 minutes, let's say, credits. So, in the short space of time, the story they tell and very quickly progress through. And then you could think, like, imagine this is a normal D&D session. That could take, a good couple hours.
Yes.
So, I mean, I do like the fact they've got a good pacing. They know the story, they said it through. But have got from, like, a DM's creativity side of, this is what I want the story, this is how it all plays through.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And I I also like how accurate they were. I mean, Luke, you were saying earlier about the abilities that you're using.
Yeah, I was actually going to transition to that. Well done.
There we go.
For me, it was, they didn't have to go, oh, I'm going to cast Fireball now to make you understand that that's what they were about to do. Like, there was a lich and he just clicks and you instantly recognize, oh, he's cast Counterspell or he's cast Dispel Magic. You know, it was just, you didn't need to say anything. You just got it. You know?
Mm-hmm. Plus a lot of a lot of nods to like, oh, that's that. It's like, oh, that's Polymorph, that's Deflect Missile or whatever.
Yeah.
You do hear the characters quote on it, like that partway through the episode, they're quoting on like, our party's not complete. Like they realise we're a good party, we are missing certain aspects, and it is things like we'll be so much better if we had like a cleric. We'll be so much.
Yeah.
So if we have openly understanding, like we're a good party, we know how we're doing. So yeah, you don't need that clear. Oh, we don't have a healer. We don't. Yeah, they do the run on the mill. I don't need to announce it. It's very clear. I'm a wizard. I'm gonna like casting Fireball.
Yeah.
It's like every wizard wants to just enter the room and cast Fireball.
Do we know where they were actually, like, if it was based in a...
They didn't actually mention
sword
it.
post, or
yeah.
I didn't recognize it.
It
was beautiful.
It could have been anywhere. It could have been Faerun. It could have been the other one, which memory doesn't come to mind.
Daggerfall or whatever. Or
Daggerfall's Elder Scrolls, but...
This is me handing over my nerd card. You can't see it, but I'm handing it back.
Mysteria, that's the other place. Mysteria was another popular one. But yeah. But there was
Coast. That's what I was thinking.
Coast, yeah.
Sword Coast.
Sword Coast, yeah. But there was also some accurate dragon representation as well, because we all know Dungeons and Dragons surprisingly has dragons, but it is the skin of the dragon. I know, shocker, spoiler. But it is the type of dragon as well, whereas the gold dragons were about the good and about being good and proper notes. So the fact that the paladin was working for that for the dragon was pretty accurate. Stuff like that.
And then, of course, the big bad of all big bads, Tiamat. You can't have Dungeons and Dragons without the god of all dragons, Tiamat.
My first encounter with Tiamat was, of course, the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon from the 80s.
What do we think about? What do you think makes us think about the actual game source?
Yeah, as I say, it's whereas most of these were based on video games, this was practically based on the tabletop, wasn't it? Yeah. This one kind of stood out as being like, but you can't really do a game adaptation without touching on Dungeons and Dragons, so. This was more based on the tabletop than anything else, because it didn't actually represent any one D&D game, I don't think.
I
was going to say, it's a good little representation of a choose your own adventure kind of style, isn't it? That's what D&D is.
Yeah, it's not strictly Baldur's Gate, but it's certainly just the... Yeah.
It is a D&D adventure.
I'll just throw in as well, just a little bit of random factoid. This was the animation studio behind this was Unit Image, and this is the first of, they've got 2 episodes where they actually do the animation for Secret Level. And they're kind of similar in styles, but yeah, this was the first of 2, and I really like their work. It's fantastic.
Okay. Right, episode 2 is Sifu, It Takes a Life. This follows a young man who is named in this series as MC, is called something else in the actual game. And he is a martial artist on a quest for revenge against the people who destroyed his family. And he has a unique ability, thanks to an ancient artifact. Whenever he's defeated, he can resurrect on the spot at the cost of his life, as in time off his life. So in the game, if you were defeated, you could resurrect on the spot, like Sekiro, but it would cost you a year of your life. So and so he fights his way through a club to discover the people who destroyed his family. And by the end of it is bookended by a visit to a dumpling shop the discussion with the old lady, and by the end of it, he's so old that she barely recognizes. In fact, she thinks he's his grandfather, but until he handles his chopsticks, she realizes it's the same person. And so, yeah. So, what did you think of this episode?
I felt like they hit the ground running.
Mm-hmm.
This one, compared to Dungeons and Dragons, was only 6 minutes of actual in animation time, but they didn't need more than that. They just hit it and quit it, and it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good one to me. It's like this. I'll be honest, it's not a game I've heard of before, but just seeing this did make me want to go and play it and go find it. Like the idea of a age mechanic, that's one that really got me. It's like, okay, this has a good idea of a game to me.
Yeah, I have played it, and it's a very. I almost described it. I almost want to describe it as a Souls-like of beat 'em ups, of like the old style like Double Dragon games, but in the 3D brawler. It has a very complex like chain combo system and parry system, and one of its opening levels is almost a homage to the hallway fight in Old Boy. If you ever
I was
seen
gonna say,
yes,
this actually, for me, that hallway shot for me was almost shot for shot from Old Boy, the Korean version, not the American.
Yeah.
And then also the club fight for me was a very John Wick-esque fight scene, and I just loved it.
Plus, the animation looked very much like the game. The game has a very unique art style, and I believe this like mimicked it almost exactly. Not quite, but almost exactly.
Yeah, it's not quite cel shaded, but it's definitely a contrast to the Dungeons and Dragons, where that was very realistic. This is very
stylized.
I don't know the term. Yeah, styled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will admit, like when I was watching these series the first time, that was a good sudden shift for me. I didn't know what raw series. Think I'll play this one time, and then seeing that sudden shift, like you definitely know when you got a new episode, and each one has its good little unique taste to it.
Yeah. And
I love the music in this as well.
Yes.
When it hits in the club and when they start fighting, you just go, yes, let's go.
Yes. Plus, those dumplings look really nice.
See, I saw them. I didn't think dumplings. I thought, what is it called? Like gyozas or something like that, I believe.
Another word for dumplings.
Yeah, I just see it's like, I don't know why that name, I hate when I hear dumplings. Like, I'm just going to think the exact name.
Goiza, isn't it? Goiza.
Depends on the region, the nationality, I think. You've got 3 of the whitest people talking about Asian food.
True. Oh, but did everyone see the little Easter egg at the end of the episode in the puddle?
It was the charm, was it?
No, it was. So what it was is the final shot had you see him from the back in the dumpling shop, and it panned down to see a puddle on the ground, and the puddle rippled, and he turns back into a boy in the puddle.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he started new game.
New game plus.
New game plus.
Yeah, I believe that's one of the achievements in the game is to beat the game at 21 years old, which is the age you start the game at.
I was about to say that, just seeing that concept of the animation and such, I can instantly see that's in a challenge or an achievement run or something of that game of a no-death run.
Yes.
Yeah. Or beat everyone as an old man.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was a good episode, short and sweet. Hit all the spots, really high octane, high action one.
And this was by Digic Pictures, who are from Hungary. So different to the last one, who was Unit Image from France. Digic have done animation shorts and trailers for games like Mass Effect 3, the Assassin's Creed series. They've worked on Love, Death and Robots as well. So obviously this is kind of a sister series to that.
Yeah.
And it's also they also worked on the trailer for Elden Ring as well. So this studio's done a fair bit with games, so they clearly knew how to handle this. So,
okay, so let's move on to episode 3, which is, I think, is one of my favorite episodes. Is episode 3, which is New World, the Once and Future King, which is based on Amazon Prime's own game, the MMO New World. Loot, do you want to take us through the plot of this one very quickly?
you picked the one game I haven't actually played.
I don't think I haven't played it either. So
I played a little bit of this. They have changed a lot since I played it.
Yeah.
I will admit.
So, basically, the plot of the New World episode is a King Aelstrom, who is voiced by the Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, crashes his ship on the island of Eternum. And basically, him and his lackey or advisor are stuck on this island, and so Aelstrom tries to challenge the king of this island, believing that he should be the rightful king. And unfortunately, he meets his end several times, over and over and over and over and over, and eventually, after some grinding and some hijinks, Aelstrom eventually overthrows him. Aelstrom realizes that he probably shouldn't have done that, and he shouldn't have abandoned his mate. And yeah, he seeks help from this other character. What was their name?
Urda.
Urda. Yeah. To teach him blacksmithing.
Oh, it also should be mentioned that on Eternum, everyone is immortal. So yeah, this was based on New World, which is an MMO, which launched as a PvP MMO. So the whole idea of being, defeated and resurrected was, and it was completely player-run economy. You could do anything you wanted. You could even be, a blacksmith, like at the end of the game. So that was the idea of it. Now, I thought this episode was hilarious. Arnold Schwarzenegger was fantastic at it. He almost playing a parody of himself. His advisor Scarola. The relationship between them two, by the end of it, was true friendship.
See, I want to be the anti on this. I didn't dig Schwarzenegger.
No,
for me, his character, the animation, the NPC he was playing, the animation was more animated than his line delivery for me.
Yeah.
So that's what I felt. There was just this disconnect that maybe they could have got someone. Don't get me wrong. Loved Arnie in the 90s and all of that sort of stuff. I just feel like it was too much on the nostalgia and not enough on the actual delivery.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. I just felt that he was delivering the lines as so over the top and all that it was almost a parody of Conan and.
Yeah. I mean, I could see the comedies that I think I'm great, majestic ruler, bow down, I am a god emperor. Yeah, okay. Keep thinking that, guys. Like, here's what happens when you meet a real challenge, which is actually addressed in the episode itself, as he loses time and time again from swordplay to a game of chess. It is literally brought up by his personal aide. Do you think people might have let you win because you were the king?
And he was so acted like a baby. Or no, be gone from me.
Yeah, it's like, I cannot possibly lose. I am me. Look at me. Look at my muscles. How can I possibly lose?
Yeah, and the abusive nature between him and Scarola, where Scarola just dotes on him. He's in awe of him.
I've been with this guy since he was a kid, most likely. Yeah. Like, looking at the age difference, I would say, that is a guy who has raised him physically from a child. So it wouldn't surprise me he has this caring nature of, I will always look after him. Not only is my king, it's, I've grown up with this guy. He is literally family.
I will admit, I did like how they handled the concept of grinding. Grinding a dungeon for loot. We all know, we've all done an MMO where you've got to go through a dungeon multiple times to get all those drops, to get what you need to go and beat other bosses. And the way he would go through this dungeon, and now he's got boots. And he'd go through the dungeon again, and now he's got one glove.
Yeah.
And then he'd go through the dungeon again, and it just, and eventually he looks like this absolute badass. And he still gets his ass handed to him.
Whereas the king just goes, "Oh, here, have the crown, I'm done," and then just opens a chest full of like so many other crowns, like infinite number of other crowns.
And again, that was perfect MMO for me because, you know, every time someone in an MMO kills that NPC, they'll respawn and someone else will get the next drop. You know?
Yeah, brilliant.
I think one of the things I did enjoy is, like you mentioned about the skilling on the blacksmithing. I remember in the game it has a good little chunk of skills of like blacksmithing, mining, herbivore, potion making, all this. So I do like the fact that it did show there is the options like you can do whatever you want.
You can pivot to whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
There was quite a few Easter eggs in this one as well. I don't know if you noticed, but the sword he picks up during the duel, the sword that Aelstrom picks up was actually Conan's sword. Yeah.
There's a nice little nod.
Yeah. I don't know if this was intentional, but the King Zima was voiced by Gabriel Luna, who was the Rev 9 in Terminator Dark Fate. So this isn't the first time the two kings fought. Yeah.
I did catch that Aelstrom and Erda are actually canon NPCs in the MMO.
Are they?
They're actually on the starter island, I believe. So, and he is actually a blacksmith in the MMO. So it kind of, this sets up as a prequel to that. And he talks about in the MMO that he's a fallen king or a former king, something along those lines.
I will mention that has got me, especially when we get to a few of the other episodes of, they're not the direct game, a good few of these. Like, there's one I know we'll get later, which seems like it's a good backstory for a main character of the series. So a good few of these games are either like prequels or just an alternate history, so to speak. So, I mean, seeing stuff like this where it's like, yeah, it's a world, and like they openly say, this is a world of second chances. You could easily have this guy, and the fact that they made someone that is canon in the game, like a backstory on him, it's like, here you go. It's like, great, flush out my world more, give me more lore.
Yeah. Speaking of, you mentioned Easter eggs. Anyone else get the Predator one?
I didn't actually.
At the very end, when he handshakes, it's the.
Oh, of course it is.
Of course
it is.
The iconic handshake.
It's the arm wrestlers. Of course it is.
And the very end, I really liked that shot. Spoiler edit. I hope you can take a shot of this for the actual thing, but I love that final shot. How the camera pans and they're standing there on the beach, and the ship, the bow of the ship, I believe it's the front, has a crown that and it just places it over his head in the shadows, and I loved that shot at the end. It was just, again, art.
Yes.
So,
brilliant.
One last thing I'll end on with this before we move on is this is actually done by Unit Image again. And if you were paying attention earlier, they were the ones who did the D&D episode. So this is their second episode, and the styles are similar. You can see. I was about
to say, the second you said what the studio is, yeah, I can see that. Like the very, I think of the few, they seem like the closest style, like the good realistic style. They're not going over the top. Like, you see the fighting, he's not doing amazing acrobats. He's doing what you would expect from a guy like that.
Okay, so our last episode today we'll look at is the Unreal Tournament Zan. Okay, who wants to take this one?
Sure. So, I mean, you'll have to correct me because I'm positive this is going to actually be very lore accurate, knowing it. But we are starting with a rebellion. Simple little robots used for off-world mining on, I assume, asteroids. Reboot and rebel. And upon the rebellion, they are captured by a corporation. And as a justice, so the corporation believes, they put them in a fighting arena where they expect them to lose but make some form of entertainment out of it. Yet, robots rebelling, that never ends well. So, of course, they're going to get the upper hand, and the fight ensues until we get to the good climactic one, where how's this going to set up for the game world? Robots or humans? Who wins?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, yeah. So this also sets up a backstory for Zan, who I believe is based off the last boss of Unreal Tournament 1, Zan Krieger.
Yeah, that's what I gathered from it as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
because there was a single player ladder apparently, and I never played Unreal Tournament back in the day. Full spoiler. Did either of you?
I played the Unreal Tournament 99, a lot of the deathmatch multiplayer, but I never played the story.
Yeah, so apparently Zan was the final boss in this single player story. So this
I remember playing an Unreal Tournament on my PS2. I don't remember. And watching this episode, maybe you want to go dig up my old PS2, find this, and play it.
Yeah. So I say this sets up like maybe the backstory for Zan Krieger, the boss of the, and it was quite a good sort of excuse the pun, but Rise Against the Machine sort of story. You had one of the minor robots gain sentience, and then see the mistreatment of what he saw his people, even though he had no problem sacrificing to save himself.
I mean, they do reference that in the show at halfway through of it's like a pack mentality.
Yeah.
Protect the leader, protect the alpha.
Yeah.
This is a guy who has led us to freedom. We will lay down what we have to.
Yeah. So it becomes like a deathmatch arena style, doesn't it? Which is what the game is. It's a pure deathmatch game, and that's what it is. You have the arenas, you have the weapon pickups. I believe some of the characters was from the game. I see one of them labeled Malcolm, which is
that I'm pretty sure that was the first one.
Yeah, that was one of the hero characters from the game. I believe some of the arena configurations were based on popular maps as well from the game.
The announcer was Fred Tatascore, who was the announcer in Unreal Tournament 3. So the smile on my face when he first drops multi-kill.
Yeah.
And those kinds of things. It's just like, yes, take me back.
Yeah, there were terms like the multi-kill, the time
Rampage,
when she says
killing spree.
We don't have time for you camping,
because I mean, back in the day, these kind of games of the lore was in the book that you got with the disc.
Yeah,
that had the backstory. Often you just got in, played. You might have had a campaign, which was often a ladder in this kind of game where it's like round 1, round 2, and just fight your way up. But actual gameplay lore and stuff you get in the thing, no, it's pick your favorite character, play with him, play through the end. Oh look, you're champion. On play multiplayer with your friends.
A lot of the weapons I believe were represented like the I want to say it was disc launcher.
Yes,
I think they call that the Ripper. Yeah, and then there was the minigun, the flat cannon, the rocket launcher.
You say rocket launcher, that's the one thing I noticed is the rocket jump.
Yes, the rocket jump.
Stuff like that. That is a nice nod. I love that the moment I saw it.
I was like, I don't remember if that was just a Team Fortress thing or if that was an Unreal Tournament thing, but I am here for it.
I believe the rocket jump originated in Quake. Actually,
yeah. When I hear rocket jump, Quake's after my first one. Like when you had these, I don't know the true name for them, but like these kind of tournament shooters, Quake and Unreal. Yeah, they had the good aiming, the skill. Yeah,
Twitch shooters, weren't they? As in fast reactions.
Yeah.
Now commonly known as boomer shooters.
Everyone over the age of 30 just feels old for some reason.
Yeah, I get to stay young.
But they did a very clever thing of like making Zan stand out of just removing his face guard.
Yes,
simply, and you instantly knew which one was the main character, which one was the alpha robot.
Yeah, you remove his face guard, and then to show all the others who follow him, or he is actually linked with directly, go green.
Yeah, go green.
Because I did notice it in the last fight, about over half of them never got a green face mask at halfway through.
Yeah.
Only the one guy who stayed with him until the end had.
Yeah.
I did like how they didn't from what I recall, they didn't actually call him anything.
No.
You just kind of work it out because you see on the side of his visor X4N
Yeah.
for Zan
Yeah.
in Leet speak.
And then the crowd just starts Zan, and
Yeah.
he learns to play to the crowd.
This one was by Blur Studio.
Yeah.
So they've done a lot of Sonic movies. They've done a lot of trailers for the COD games, the Master Chief collection cutscenes. They've done a lot of that.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see they do some good work.
Realistic, but also slightly stylized, wasn't it? Just a hint.
Yeah.
Just a hint of stylization.
Yeah.
And the music, oh my god, the music just again made you go, let's go, let's fight, let's shoot things, let's
Put me in the arena.
Yeah.
Put me in that arena right now. Let me go.
yeah.
Good time all round, wasn't it? Just all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
And this one was again for a death, quote unquote deathmatch shooter. You go, how much story is there? It went for 15 minutes.
I know.
Of animation. It was solid.
I'm actually looking at the length. To be fair, this is one of the longer ones.
Yeah.
There's only one other one which has the same runtime length. Actually, no, I'm wrong. There's a few. I see two more. But and this, I will admit, this had a long credit sequence as well. But
Oh yeah, I only count actual animation time, ignoring credits.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that was the first 4 episodes of Secret Level. Would you go and play any of these games now? Now you've seen them. Have you been intrigued to play something you wouldn't have normally played from watching these 4 episodes?
I mean, I don't. MMOs are just not my bag, so it wouldn't have convinced me to play a New World, but. Definitely, Sifu was on my radar before this, and it makes me want to play it more, and definitely makes me want to pick up, Unreal Tournament 3 or 4 or 99 and just frag.
Yeah. Maiden, same question.
Yeah, never heard of Sifu before this. It makes me want to go look it up. It's like, okay, that seems like fun. Could potentially have a good little bit of a laugh with the undying mechanic and such. New World, I played it early on. It wasn't bad. I know they've changed it. I might potentially go give it another look. Try and find Aelstrom. Now that you've mentioned he is actually genuinely in the game, I want to go and try and find this. Unreal Tournament, like I said before, it makes me want to go dig up my old PS2.
Yeah.
I remembered it was Unreal Tournament 3. I want to go find it, dig it up, have a bit of a laugh with that again. Just find Zan now. I want to find Zan and just see, can I actually find more lore? Can I find this? And D&D is always a yes. I always want to play D&D. When do I not?
Yeah, I'm the same. I of course have played Sifu and Dungeons and Dragons before, so seeing them was great. Again, I'm with you. The New World episode was good, but I doubt I'd play it. I might watch a couple of videos on it to see what it's about. And the Unreal Tournament, I kind of want to try and find a copy of that now. Just give it a quick whirl. Give it a quick whirl. Would you
coming soon to Twitch or YouTube? TYG plays
Unreal Tournament.
Unreal Tournament.
Right, yeah. Are you excited for the rest of the series? See what comes along from that.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them, but I'm definitely I only picked and chose episodes originally that I knew the properties of, but these first 4 make me want to finish the series. That's for sure.
I will say I'm looking ahead at our next 4, and there's one in there I truly love. It was just an amazing episode. I cannot wait to go on to that one.
Fair enough. Yeah.
One's a very nice, unique spin. I think the first 2 of the next set will be an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
And then the last one, I think we're all going to love because of who the actor is, like the main voice for it.
But
that's going to be a fun one.
That's a teaser for next time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, go out and watch the series. It's really good. They're nice, short little bite-sized episodes, and they pack a lot into them, to be honest with you. And if you like this, go check out Love, Death and Robots as well. They did that series as well. Not as focused as this. It's kind of random sci-fi sort of episodes. But yeah, check it out. All right, so we have been Treat Your Geek. This has been TYG Talks. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Maiden, for joining me this week.
Thanks for having us.
No worries.
No, and we will be back with the next 4 episodes next time we get together. Yeah. Right. Be sure to check out all the other stuff we have on YouTube. We have Tales from Equestria. We have Crystal Chaos. We have the Clip Show every month. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Until next time, guys, we've been Treat Your Geek, and you've been awesome. We'll see you again. Ta-ta for now. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
All the best. Bye.